welcome to your Vedic Lunar Scope for the solar eclipse of the 13th of September 2015. The solar eclipse will be taking place in the sign of Virgo and in the nakshatra of Uttara Phalguni. The exactitude, marked by the exactitude of the new moon, which it should be mentioned that all solar eclipses do take place on a new moon, and a lunar eclipse takes place on a full moon. The exactitude of the new moon will be at approximately 7:41 a.m., and that's time in the UK. If you go to timeanddate.com and look at the time difference between yourself and London, you can get an accurate assessment of when that reaches its exactitude. But the solar eclipse is obviously a little bit of time on either side of that. The important part of any new beginning is obviously the foundation. When you go to build a house or any type of building, if you've got a foundation that's a little bit shaky, well, that house isn't going to necessarily be safe. And so it is with any particular undertaking which we take on ourselves. We need to have a strong basis before we're ready to move forward. And there's recently been some challenges over the last week or so. I know some of you who've been emailing me have been mentioning that you've been through some pretty intense challenges over the course of the last week. Well, those challenges have been part of a clearing out process so that you could get to this particular moment in time where you could make a solid foundation upon which to build your future endeavors and to be free of a past way of relating to your life, a past way of living your life, or a past circumstance which has just been creating a lot of hardship and difficulty for you. Now you truly stand a chance for a fresh start. To make a fresh start, removed from all of the dross of the past, removed from all of the ways that things once were. You now have a chance to step forward. Uttara Phalguni, which is where this eclipse is taking place, is a moksha-driven nakshatra. And with moksha-driven nakshatras, the primary motivation is to be free of something, whether it be a past circumstance, whether that be a relationship, whether it be spiritual liberation. The impulse is that of becoming freed from something. And Uttara Phalguni is associated with Aryana, who is the god of patronage, the god of friendships, the god of partnerships. But also, Aryaman gets into a lot of fights and a lot of battles. So with Uttara Phalguni, there's this sense of a seasoned warrior, ready to set off on a journey in a manner where they're very confident in terms of what they have learned, with what they have integrated. And they're ready to take that wisdom and to now move forward. And they're going to do it in a manner that's going to be very active and very firm and with a high level of awareness. That's the idea here, is maintaining strong awareness as you now move forward. The lunar tithi today, as we are approaching the new moon and approaching the solar eclipse, is new moon Amavasya. And with this particular energy, there's a certain sense of looking back, a certain sense of understanding where you have been and being dissatisfied with that. A certain sense of still feeling on some levels like everything hasn't come together yet, but you're feeling confident enough and you're feeling clear to be able to make the future steps. Even though everything hasn't come together in exactly the way that you wanted it to, you're now in a space where you're ready to let go of that and just move forward regardless. The solar lunar yoga today is still Shubha. Shubha means auspicious. And the energy with Shubha is one of clearing out. The luckiest and most auspicious state is when we're in alignment with our destiny. I'm strongly of the concept, and I know a lot of other people believe that, well, even our free will is somewhat of an illusion, right? Our free will is when we have aligned ourselves with our destiny in a manner that things flow smoothly. And it feels to us like we're making a strong, confident choice. And it's important for us to feel that way, because it's important that we have a strong enough personality and a strong enough individuality with which to go through the experiences of consciousness that we go through. So that's very important. But something is just naturally flowing now because you've cleared out a lot of stuff from the past, and that's obviously going to help you on your journey from this moment onwards. And I'd be willing to help you with those next steps that you are ready to take. Should you need any further assistance, please feel free to visit my astrological services page, and you can book either a consultation or a report with me through there. It depends upon the level of busyness as to whether it can be a consultation or a video report. At times of heavy traffic, I have to sometimes gravitate towards one or the other. But please do visit my astrological services page. You'll see a link in the bottom left-hand corner of this video. And that's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 13th of September, 2015. Happy eclipsing, and please do take the very best care of yourself.